Hi, I'm Ben Salinas, and welcome to the Magic Maker's instructional DVD, The Encyclopedia of Spongeball Magic. On this DVD, we're giving it all away. We're going to give you productions, vanishes, equipments, and at the end, some great routines from some of the masters in spongeball manipulation. So if you're ready, get a comfortable chair, get some sponge balls, let's get ready to learn. We're going to start with a little subtlety. This is a great way to get into your spongeball routine. Now, sponges, by their very nature, are very light, very fluffy, and very easy to hide. In fact, one of the greatest places to hide them is behind the lapel. Just stick it in like this. Just the natural weight of the jacket will hold it. Now, you can show your hands empty as you begin your routine. Perhaps put a couple balls on the table. Just casually reach up, and your thumb hooks the ball, pulls it right into your hand. With the ball hidden in the lapel, the right hand comes up, as if to just stroke the lapel to straighten your jacket. Your thumb will hook that ball and pull it out, right behind the hand. The hand settles into a relaxed fist on the table. That's it. That's your first move. Let's move on. This one's called, let's have some elbow room. Take a ball, place it into your hand, give a little squeeze, and it vanishes. Well, it doesn't vanish. It actually travels up the arm to the elbow. Here's the secret. Since sponge balls are so light, you can place one right in the crook of your elbow. Pull a little material up over it, and as long as the arm doesn't get unbent too much, it'll stay pretty well hidden. Take another ball, pretend to place it into your hand, doing a vanish, which we'll teach you later on. Show it's gone. Then with your right first finger, trace an imaginary path up the arm, at the same time extending your left arm, and the sponge ball will come into view. Pull it out, it expands nicely, looks like it came right out of your elbow. And that's called, let's have some elbow room. Now we have a couple of great ideas from the Mayfair Mountebank, Bobby Baxter from England. One of Bobby's greatest ideas was to take a ball, place it into the hand, and actually if you would wave your hand over my hand, and it's gone just like that. Now to make it come back, all I have to do is rub, and it comes back. Now Bobby's idea is that after you've done a pass and retained the ball in the right hand, the spectator thinks it's here. Due to the highly compressible nature of sponge balls, you can grab the spectator's arm, pull them closer to you, have them wave their hand over your hand, and this seems to the spectator that your hand is empty because you've managed to grab their arm. You can grab their shoulder, you can put their hand on their back if you need to. If it's a man wearing a jacket, you can grab their lapel to pull them closer to you. The hand seems to be empty, show it gone. Now to reproduce it, you just come up from underneath and pull it out from underneath the left hand. That's the first idea. Here's another great idea from Bobby Baxter. One ball in the hand like this. Come a little bit closer so I don't lose anything. All right. All I have to do is wave my hand like this. The ball completely disappears. Now we can make it come back too. All I've got to do is reach out like this. Come a little closer so you can see it. Reach out like this. Can you see it there? Probably can't see it, so let's make it reappear. There it is. Now this idea is just an extension of what we've already done, where we hold the spectator's arm. In this case, do a pass to your left hand, keeping it in your right hand. Grab the spectator's arm, and as you pull them a little closer to you, you're actually going to tuck this right between their arm and their body. Just pull them close to you, and it'll hang there. If the arm is hanging at any kind of weight whatsoever, it'll stay there because the ball's so light. Now you can show both hands completely empty. When you're ready to reproduce it, say, come a little closer so you can see this. Something to get them closer so you can grab that sponge ball. Grab the ball as you pull them a little closer. Pretend to reach out and grab something. And then I just reproduce it from behind the hand. And that's the second idea from the Mayfair Mountebank, Bobby Baxter. This is Al Cohn's under the jacket move. It's a great way to have two balls in your hand, talk for a moment, and then suddenly have a third one. Here's how you would use this in a routine. You'd reach into your pocket, secretly hide one ball in your hand, and bring two other balls out. These go into your left hand, and while the spectator is checking them out, your right hand comes to the edge of your jacket, right where your fingers naturally hang, and just places it under the jacket. And it's just held there by the weight of the jacket. They check out the sponge balls. Your hands are seen completely empty. And as you're accepting them back into your hand, your right hand drops to its side and pulls out the ball. Now you've shown your hands completely empty, but you're one ball ahead. Reach in the pocket. We have 1, 2 sponge balls. You can check them out. Make sure they're real. Nothing funny or phony about them. Okay. You take one. Hang on to it. I'll take one. Make it disappear. Open your hand and check it out. And 2. Okay, here's the idea. This is a great way to show your hands empty. You're actually tucking the ball under the edge of your coat. You have 3 balls in your right pocket. Reach in, bring 2 balls out, keeping 1 hidden in the hand. Take these 2 out, drop them on the table, and while the spectator's checking them out, this one gets tucked underneath your jacket. Now you can show your hands very cleanly. They've checked it out. Drop your hand to your side, steal the ball back, reach over to the table, grab one of those balls, adding your stolen ball in there. Hang on to that one. This is great because they haven't seen you do any manipulation so far. No fake vanishes or anything. One in your hand, do a pass to your hand, squeeze, yours is gone. When she reveals hers, she has 2. I take that moment to stick the sponge right back under the jacket. Now my hands are clean, she has 2. If I want to go further with this, when she's still reacting, I can reach down, steal this back out, show these 2, mush them all together as 1, say hang on to it one more time, nothing left to vanish, so we'll just do a little wave. Now when she opens her hand, she has 3 balls. So there's a great little routine from Al Cohn. This is the basic Garcia master move. Place a ball into the hand, close the fingers, give a little squeeze, and it's gone. Here's the secret. The ball is held clipped, pinched, between the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Bring the ball into the palm up left hand, and you want to aim for the base of the left first finger. The ball is placed there. Now the fingers are going to close. Now they don't curl to close, they fold. The fingers remain straight, and they fold. As soon as you can feel the fingers of your left hand up against the backs of your right fingers, as soon as you feel that, you know that you're covered from the audience's perspective. As soon as you're covered, your hand is going to travel back towards your elbow. At the same time, the right, third and fourth fingers extend and pull the sponge ball into the hand. I'll expose this for you. Fingers extend, pull the sponge ball into the hand. The hand should have a very natural look to it because it's just a little sponge ball. As soon as the fingers have covered, as soon as you feel those fingertips on the back of your right fingers, your third and fourth finger extend, pulling the ball back into the hand. The right hand travels up the arm a bit as the left hand closes. The ball's gone. That's it. This one's called the clipped vanish. From here, gone. For the clipped vanish, you want to start with the ball held between the first and second fingers of the right hand. Now you don't want to hold it so tightly that you crush the ball. Just a very light hold is all that's necessary. The ball is placed into the left hand, again aiming for the base of the first finger. As the left fingers fold over to close, they don't curl, they fold over. As soon as you can feel the pads of the first fingers against the back of your right fingers, your right fingers are going to curl in. The fingers curl in until the ball can be clipped by the thumb. And the fingers then extend back out. Now at the same time, the hand is coming back up the arm, clipping the ball, then traveling forward to sweep over the left hand. And that's the clipped vanish. Here's a quick little tip on misdirection. Now you know where the ball is going. It's going into the right hand. You don't follow that with your eyes. Your eyes should always look where the ball is supposed to be. The idea about misdirection is wherever you look, your spectators will look. So now if I were to do the vanish and watch my right hand, well, it's not going to fool anybody. I keep my eyes burning the left hand, and the spectators will stare at that too. There's a quick little lesson in misdirection which you can apply for the rest of the DVD. This one's called the exercise vanish. It's a great exercise and a great vanish. The ball is placed into your hand and vanishes. Now here's the secret. You hold the ball between the second and third fingers this time. Again, very lightly. You don't want to crush the ball. Place the ball into your left hand, aiming for the base of the first finger, and hold it there for about 2 seconds. This will get you used to placing the ball where it's supposed to be. Now as the left fingers fold over, the right fingers are going to curl in, bring the ball into the palm. From my perspective, the fingers are curling over. As soon as you feel these fingers across the back of these fingers, you know that you're covered from the audience view. The right fingers curl in. The hand comes out of the left hand, point, and the ball's gone. That's a great little exercise and a great vanish. This is called the 1, 2, 3 vanish. Place the ball into the hand, and it's going to disappear. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Okay, here's the work on the 1, 2, 3 vanish. The ball is held between the first and second fingers of the right hand. Place the ball into your left hand, and you're going to close your fingers over the ball. The ball is placed into the hand, the fingers curl over, and now you're going to open and close your middle finger in 3 rapid counts. 1, 2, 3, and then close it. 1 gives them a little glimpse, 2 it's closed, 3 it's opened, 4 it's closed, and on 4 the ball is being pulled out of the hand into the right hand, and the first finger points and shows the vanish. Now, this is great because it gives a little more of attention of vision to the vanish. And it gives a little rhythm too. 1, 2, 3, gone. That's the 1, 2, 3 vanish. This one's called Now You See It, Now You Don't by Bobby Baxter. The ball is placed into the hand. The fingers are closed over it. All it takes is a quick 1, 2, 3, and the ball vanishes. Okay, as you can tell, this is just a variation of the 1, 2, 3 vanish we saw earlier. The ball is clipped between the first and second fingers, placed into the left hand, always aiming for the base of the first finger. The hand closes over, and the first and second finger open on the count of 1 to give a little glimpse of the ball. They close on 2, they open on 3, they close, and when they close, the ball is pulled out of the hand by curling the first 2 fingers of the right hand. It's pulled into the right hand where it's just held gently. First finger extends back out and points to the hand. From my view, place in the hand, close the fingers, 1, 2, 3, then the hand closes, the ball is stolen out, and the first finger points. Your stealing action, you're just pulling the ball in, and the first finger is extending. Your hand should be held very gently, not closed very tightly, but very gently. 1, 2, 3, gone. And that's now you see it, now you don't. Now we have Bobby Baxter's 2 to nothing. 2 balls in the hand, gone. Here's the work on 2 to nothing. This is just another attention vanish, but this time we're vanishing 2 balls at once. The mechanics remain the same. Balls are held between the first, second, and third fingers. Now alternately, you can do the thumb, first, and second finger. Held here, placed into the palm of the hand. As the fingers close over, you're going to squeeze the fingers together of the right hand, curl inward, then extend the first finger. Now from my view, balls go into the hand. As the fingers close, the right fingers curl in, and the first finger extends back out. So from here, balls are stolen out, first finger points, and it's gone. Due to the compressibility of the sponge balls, you can compress them but still keep the hand looking fairly natural to show your vanish. As I said, the same thing can be done between the first finger and thumb with a slight change in how you pull them in. In this case, the only thing it changes is that the top sponge ball sort of slides along the thumb. The balls will end up in a slightly different position, held between the middle finger and first finger. And that's Bobby Baxter's 2 to nothing. This one's called the quick vanish. It's inspired by a move by Audley Walsh from his 1940 book, Sponge Ball Manipulation. Place the ball into the hand, a little squeeze, and it's gone. You start with a sponge ball pinched between the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Now, as opposed to coming in from the side, you'll be coming in more from the top into the hand. Sponge ball comes down. As soon as it hits the hand, the left fingers begin to fold over. Now, under cover of the left fingers, the right, second, and third finger are going to extend and clip the ball. Let me expose that move for you. From here, second and third fingers extend, clip the ball, and pull it into the hand. The thumb and first finger remain where they are, so you get a retention of vision. Into the hand, left finger start to fold closed, right, second and third finger clip the ball, pull it up into the hand, and as this is happening, you raise the right hand out of the left hand, the left fingers close, and then you show your vanish. From the front in slow motion, here, fingers fold over. Let me expose this a bit. Right fingers extend, grab the ball, lift it up out of the hand, and then the first finger and thumb come out of the hand. So you get a very nice retention of vision. This hand drops to the table, it drops to your side, and you show the vanish. This one's called the OK Vanish. Okay, let's learn it. Hold a ball in your right hand, pinched between your thumb and first finger. With the left hand, palm towards the audience, make the OK sign by touching your thumb and middle finger together, thumb and first finger together. The ball is inserted into the circle formed by your thumb and first finger. And now as the right hand closes, the left hand is going to steal the ball back out. The ball is held in the right hand near the palm in a very relaxed fist. That's it. That's the OK Vanish. This one's called the animated roll down vanish. Okay, here's the secret. Hold the ball between the thumb and first finger. You're going to roll the ball down the fingers, like a billiard ball manipulation move. The ball rolls from the first and thumb down to the first and second, down to the second and third. When it gets down to the third finger and small finger, it should be in the palm of the left hand. Once it gets to the palm of the left hand, the left fingers close, and the right fingers steal the ball out. This is just a retention vanish done with the ring finger and small finger, but you've got the motion of the ball rolling down to help give some action to the vanish. Behind. That's it. Now we have a move called the bold vanish. Okay, let's learn it. Now this is very similar to the OK vanish, only instead of sticking the hand and the ball through the first finger like this, you're just making a fist and inserting the ball into the fist. So the ball is held by the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Left hand makes a loose fist. The ball goes into the fist. And now, as the hands separate, I'll expose this for you. As the hands separate, the ball is pulled back into the right hand and held in the palm. The left hand turns up, the right hand drops, and show your vanish. That's it. And now we have the bluff vanish. Just like that. Okay, let's learn it. For the bluff vanish, you're tossing the ball back and forth from hand to hand. At one point, when it's in the right hand, your right hand is going to turn palm down, your left hand ready to catch the ball, but you're going to retain the ball with slight pressure from your ring finger. Make sure the hands come together. Make sure the fingers of one hand are touching the back of the other hand. Then you know you have the cover for the move. You don't want to do this. Once you're covered, the right hand comes away, the left hand closes as if it has the ball. Not like this, but like this. You've got to make it look like there's actually something in there. A little squeeze, and it's gone. From behind, the ball is going from hand to hand. And it's gone. This is very similar to a finger palm vanish done with coins or small balls. Here we have another bluff vanish. Ball goes in the palm of the hand. And it's gone. Here's the secret. We're doing the actions of the bluff vanish from before, where you're holding it with your ring finger. Place the ball onto the left hand, and you're going to roll the ball around. Fingers spread so you can see the ball rolling about. When you're ready to do the vanish, your ring finger curls in, grabs the ball. The fingers all curl in, the first finger extends, and the left hand closes and turns back towards the audience. From the side, you're rolling, steal, close the left hand, and show the vanish. Over the shoulder. That's it. This is a great vanish for the platform. This is called the pretend place vanish. Here's the secret. This is a retention of vision vanish. You're going to help aid that retention of vision by holding the left hand, palm towards the audience, and placing the ball right in the center of the palm. Now, you're ready to steal that ball back out. Hold this for a second. Close the hand over. As the hand closes over, this is pulled into the right hand. That's it, a great vanish for the stage. And now, the toss vanish. Let's learn it. Here's the secret to the toss vanish. You toss the ball from the left hand up into the right hand. You do it a couple times to get the audience used to seeing the ball going up into the air. The ball's dropped back into the right hand, and now on this final toss, you're going to thumb palm the ball. The ball gets tossed up, dropped into the hand. From here, it's an easy motion for the thumb just to nip the top of the ball. This happens as the hand comes down, and then both hands shoot upwards. The hand can be seen very empty. The left hand, turns towards the audience, and the ball's disappeared. There you have it. Here's a funky little move called the squeeze vanish. The ball's placed in the hand, close the hand, and the ball's gone. For the squeeze vanish, hold your left hand out, fingers together. The ball is held in the right hand between the thumb and middle finger. The fingers of the left hand go into the space created here, and you show the ball resting on the fingers, but still held by the right hand. Now, your right hand is going to come over the top as the left fingers close, and behind the cover of the right hand, you're going to steal that ball as your hand travels up the arm. The ball's stolen out, brought into the right hand. The hand travels up the arm, travels back down, and shows the vanish. There it is. It's a funky little move, but it looks pretty good. This is called the pretend take vanish. Pick it up. Gone. Now this one's pretty easy, but it does fool a lot of people. The ball starts in the left hand. Your right hand is going to come over as if to take the ball. As the right hand comes away, the left hand turns palm down, holding the ball with the ring finger. You want to coordinate these movements. The right hand turns back towards the audience, holding absolutely nothing, but looking like it's holding something. The left hand turns palm down and drops to your side. Continue your acting, pretend like there's something really in your hand. Toss up, and it's gone. You want to make sure you leave a few seconds between the fake grab and the actual vanish. If they're too close together, well, it's not very magical looking. So leave some space. There it is. Now we have the nip and tuck, no skill vanish. Take a ball, you place it on a spectator's hand. Have her close her fingers over the ball, and it's gone. What we're doing here is a retention vanish in a spectator's hand. Pinch the ball between the thumb and first finger. The 3 bottom fingers are free. You're going to place the ball onto the spectator's hand. Now you're going to use your middle finger, ring finger, and small finger to help close her hand over the ball. As you're doing that, the ball just naturally comes right back out. Onto her hand, close her fingers over the ball. You can see how natural it is. There's very little movement from the hand. This is what makes a no-skill vanish. Have her turn her hand palm down, and then reveal the vanish at a later time. That's it. No skill, just a little bit of acting. This is called the hook vanish. Place the ball into the hand, and it's gone. Here's the secret. The ball is held between the middle finger and ring finger of the right hand. We're going to place it, come from underneath the left hand, and place it into the palm, but don't let go of it. Now, as the fingers close, the ball is stolen out. Into the hand, as the fingers start to close, the right hand comes right over the top and steals the ball out. There you have it. This one's called the impossible challenge vanish. The ball starts in the left hand. Close the hand over the ball. Take your first finger, rub the back of the hand, rub the front of the hand, and it's gone. Here's how you do the impossible challenge vanish. The ball's in the left hand. Now, as the left hand turns palm down, it closes around the ball and then works the ball out the back of the hand. This is called heel clip. Now, from the back of the hand, everything looks normal. Your right hand comes over, it's going to point with the first finger as if to tap the back hand. Rub the back of the hand. Now, as the left hand turns over, so you can rub the fingers of the hand, that ball comes right to a position where it can be clipped by the right fingers. A little rub, and then show your vanish. It's a very easy move. It has to be smooth, that's all. Rub, steal, rub. Rub, steal, and rub. And there you have it, the impossible challenge vanish. And now, the back palm vanish. There it is. Let's learn it. Now for this, you're going to need to back palm and pinch the sponge ball. It's easier than it sounds. Sponge ball starts held between the middle finger and thumb. The fingers curl in a bit so that the ball rides all the way to the back of the fingers, as far back as you can get it. The little finger lifts up, pinches a bit of material. The thumb lets go, and the hand opens up. You end up with the ball pinched in what's called back palm. From here, push back, pinch it, and straighten out the fingers. Now, to avoid anything sticking over the edge, you want to make sure you pinch it really deeply. And it may happen that you'll have the pinky sort of hidden behind the ring finger. That's okay. Your hand's not going to stay in this position for very long. Now, these actions happen under cover of the left hand. They go into the left hand, do your back pinch, the hand comes out, this hand drops to the side and recovers the ball into your palm as the left hand shows the vanish. And that is the back palm vanish. Now we have the deliberate vanish. Okay, here's how you do the deliberate vanish. Your left hand is held in a loose fist back towards the audience. the ball is placed into the fist by the right thumb. Now I'll expose from underneath what's happening. The ball is pushed in, and the right finger is in the perfect position to pull that ball right back out. The ball goes in, right back into the fingers, and the hand comes out. This way, you see the thumb going in and the thumb coming out. Pushed in, stolen back out, and the thumb comes out. Turn your hand over and reveal the vanish. And that's how you do the deliberate vanish. This is Mike Tannen's fork move. Ball goes into the hand, and it's gone. Now the ball is held in the right hand between the first three fingers. The middle finger goes to the back, first finger and ring finger go to the front. That's where it gets the name the fork move, like you're holding it between the tines of a fork. The ball is placed into the left palm. As the left fingers fold upwards, the right fingers curl in, the ball is clipped by the thumb, and the right fingers extend back out. You come away with the ball in what's called thumb palm. From here, down, clip, and re-extend the fingers. Now this all happens behind the cover of the left fingers. There's the steel. The hand comes away. And that's Mike Tannen's fork move. This is called the in move. Gone. To do the in move, you need a thumb tip and a sponge ball. Thumb tip starts on your right thumb. The sponge ball is held by the thumb and fingers. It gives you a lot of good cover for the sponge ball. The left hand is held in a loose fist, and as the right hand approaches, you're going to push the thumb tip into the left hand and leave the sponge ball on top. Now you can gesture for a moment. When you come back over, you're going to push the sponge down into the thumb tip. Use a couple of pushing motions. When it's almost all the way in, you're going to place your thumb onto the sponge ball and push in. Now in this way, a little bit of the sponge ball will be trapped between the thumb tip and your finger, making it easy to get it back out later on. Once you've done that, your right hand comes away. Left hand maintains its look as if it's still got something in it. You can make a quick gesture with your right hand. Right hand drops and the left hand reveals the vanish. And that's the in move. This one's called the gaff ball vanish. Actually, this one goes in my pocket. We don't need it for right now. This one goes in your hand. Hang on to that one. Perfect. Let me get this one back out here. This one goes into the hand like this. A little squeeze, and it's gone. Open your hand, check it out, and you have both of them. That's the gaff ball vanish. Okay, here's the secret to the gaff ball vanish. You need to create a bit of a gimmick. Now the gimmick is a sponge ball, and you run a piece of fishing line through it. Tie it off, attach it to a rubber band, and attach the whole thing to a baby pin. Now this goes through your belt loop, and you'll have to adjust to see exactly where you need to put it at. Mine, I pin right about here onto my little fifth pocket. Now this sits underneath your jacket. Two balls are on the table. Pick up one ball and pretend to put it into your pants pocket. Just pretend to. Bring the hand back out with the ball lightly clasped in the hand. Reach down to the table, pick up this ball, adding the hidden ball to it. Put them both in the spectator's hand. She closes her hand over it, turns over. You say, now, we'll get that ball out of my pocket. When you reach down, you're going to grab this, and you're going to pull it so that it extends out. You do a retention vanish, any one of the vanishes, into the hand. Then you let go, the ball will shoot back underneath your jacket. Wave the hands, show the ball's completely gone. It's a great vanish. She opens her hand, and she has 2. That is the gapped ball vanish. This one's called Up to My Neck in Sponges. But first, I need someone to help me out. So,
Ta-da, I'm here.
cool. That worked out pretty well. This is Ashley. Ashley's going to help me out with this next trick. Ashley, a little trick with a couple of little balls. So, one goes in my hand. We'll take one and put it in your hand. So hold on to it as tight as you can. Perfect. A little magic pass, a little magic pass. Gone. Open your hand, check it out. And you have both of them. So isn't it great? These things are great. They're like everywhere. So once again, I get one. It's kind of crazy. These things pop up all over the place. In fact, I'm pretty much up to my neck in sponges. Isn't that crazy? So hang on to this one. In fact, hang on to both of these. Hang on to those two. A little pass, a little pass. Mine's gone, and she has 3. That's called Up to My Neck in Sponges. Okay, here's the secret for Up to My Neck in Sponges. Take one sponge ball and place it into the collar of your shirt. You can put it in there pretty deeply. It's a great place to hide a sponge ball since they compress so easily, they don't get in the way. 2 balls and a spectator. Take one ball and you're going to pretend to put it in your left hand. Now, we've taught you a whole lot of vanishes so far, so pick the one that fits you best. Pretend to place the ball in the hand. It's actually retained in the right hand. Come down to the table, pick up the sponge on the table, and as you hand it to the spectator, squeeze them together as one. Hold on to these, please. Put them in her hand, and always help close their fingers around the sponges, just in case. Turning their hand down is also another great way to make sure they don't open up their hand prematurely. So one in your hand, one in my hand. Make your magic pass. Show yours is gone. She opens her hand and shows 2. There's a bit of surprise. They might even pop out onto the floor. Ready to repeat the effect? Take the ball once again. Pretend to put it into the left hand, keeping it in the right hand. And you say something about being up to your neck in sponges. I'll let you decide the line. Up to my neck in sponges. Reach up to your neck and pull the sponge right out of your collar. Now, they think that's just one, but you've actually got another one hidden in your hand. Say, tell you what, hang on to this one. In fact, hang on to both of these. Now, you squeeze all 3 together. Place all 3 into her hand. Close her hand, turn it over if you have to. Now, it's a common ploy in sponge ball magic to tell the spectator it's going to jump from your hand to my hand. This sort of throws them off as to what's really going to happen. It makes the climax that much stronger. Wave the hand. Mine disappears. She opens her hand. She has all 3 sponges, and you've just done a great trick. And that's